Ooh la la, my friends. It's me, B3, back with another Tokusatsu TV review. Last time we reviewed Power Rangers Turbo, the 5th season, but 3rd series. And today we are reviewing the original, the MMPR, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Lots of people say Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is the best season, and they're absolutely wrong. 1, because it's 3 seasons, and 2, because it's not even fucking close to the best season. Just because it's the original and it's the one you remember most prominently from your childhood doesn't make it the best season. I would say pretty much every Disney season is better than Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for sure. Because let's take it season by season. Season 1. Entertaining, fun, not necessarily good. They were still figuring out the formula, how they would do it, how they would write around Sentai stories. And then in Season 2, they perfect this. Season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is actually quite good, and I really enjoy it. Love Season 2. Season 3 is where it gets really weird, because they've run out of footage, and they're just using like Dairanger and the Kaku Ranger footage. And there's a part where they're turning the kids, so the Rangers can't be there, so the alien Rangers show up to do their job for them, but they can't fight long because they get dehydrated because they're from a water planet. And also, people think Alien Rangers is its own season, but it's not. It's just part of Season 3. And Season 3 is the worst Mighty Morphin season. I can see why they felt they had to change the costumes over to Zeo, because it just wasn't working. But Saban felt that if they changed the costumes and the stuff, that it would take away from the franchise, and it would ruin it. But it's honestly the only reason it's survived. Franchises that run this long can't just have the same characters for 20 years. Then you end up doing stuff that like Arrow and Supernatural did. If you've watched those shows far into their runs, you can see where they undevelop characters to redevelop them because the character development's already done. And it's like, no. And this show is also the best example of what I don't like about the original original Zordon era Power Rangers, because they're perfect. They're impossible to relate to. I know they're more for kids to look up to, which I actually really approve of, because I think it's more important for kids to look up to the Power Rangers than it is to relate to the Power Rangers. But they're too perfect. They have no character flaws. They all make great grades. They're all extremely nice, extremely charitable. They're all extremely good at any hobby or sport or anything that they try. And it's like, give us some character flaws, for Christ's sake. It was that way in all 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin and Zeo and Turbo. We got more into character flaw stuff in space, thank God. But there were like no character flaws for all 5 of those first seasons. Wild. Wild. I love the dinosaur theme. Dinosaur Power Rangers always seem to do the best. 1, because dinosaurs are cool as shit and everybody loves dinosaurs, and 2, because the original were dinosaurs, so it makes you kind of remember the original whenever you have a dinosaur season. We have a dinosaur season coming up, so I kind of would have preferred another adaptation and waited a little bit to adapt Ryusoulger, but they're not going to adapt TOKU because trains aren't as culturally relevant here as they are in Japan. They're not going to adapt Zyuohger because that would be 2 Beast seasons in a row, and you don't want to do that. They're not going to adapt Lupin Ranger versus Patao Ranger because children's writers in America don't know how to write chaotic good characters. And kids would be looking up to thieves, basically, which I'm sure parents would not approve of. They're not going to adapt the In-Space one, that's name I can't remember, because the sheer amount of Rangers in it would probably cost them a lot of money. So I think they'll probably wait until they're kind of running out of stuff to do that one. But yeah, if you remember Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fondly, good. You should remember it fondly. It was a fun show. I've rewatched it multiple times. However, it's not even close to the best. If you want to introduce someone to Power Rangers, I'd honestly show them a one-off season like Dino Thunder or SPD. Don't start them on... Space is one of the best, but don't start them on Space because there's a lot of build-up to Space. You want to watch Turbo before you watch Space. It's not really an introductory season for new fans. But if you remember it fondly and you love rewatching it, the more power to you. I love rewatching it. But I have to admit, it's not near as good as other seasons. It's not what people remember it to be. But that's fine. Because Power Rangers as a whole is fantastic and hopefully always will be. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. And I'll see you all next time.